Howdy zowdy, Big Beefy Burger Biter here with another episode of the Binding of Isaac Repentance. It has been a minute. A lot longer than a minute. It's been almost 2 months. Okay, like when a game does this, like you have to do it, right? That is comedy. This is what I missed. Like we can drop Cursed Eye if we need to at some point. Yeah, it has been 2 months since I have recorded a single run of this game. I made a video about why that was. Long story short, I was sick. Got that, upper respiratory infection that a lot of people have had that just, like, makes you cough for months. And, that's basically what it was. Which, hasn't been fun, so, like, I try to record something and then I start coughing, and then, Cheetos, and then a chicken. It's a terrible joke, I'm sorry, but, you know, that just happens. So I can't, like, properly record. That's why the videos have, not been being recorded. Really wanted to play this game, very, very much so. I feel like the enemies are shooting faster now. That really is just, like, how long it's been. I feel like that guy's projectile speed is much higher than normal is. But it's like, it's been so long since I've actually recorded something. Or at least an Isaac run. I've recorded a couple other things, you know? Like some update videos, some other stuff. But when you're sick, you cough, audio bad. I'm kind of lazy when it comes to making these videos, because that's actually literally one audio track. Like, I'm just recording with OBS. I don't have, like, a separate audios. I don't do audio and video separate, you know? Just easier for me to just, like, hop in like this is, like, a stream, and just, like, that be the thing. That's the worst way to do it. But obviously when you're coughing a bunch, that makes things a little harder. So on top of the fact that I got sick, like 3 days into me being sick, I, ran out of water. Water is a pretty, important thing to cause you to not have a hurt throat, I guess, when I was sick, because I'd cough a bunch, and then I get a headache, and, like, you know, just some, like, cold water is, like, exactly what makes it feel better. On my way to bring it into the house, I stepped on a pothole and twisted my ankle. So on top of this really bad cough, I thought I broke it. I feel like it's gonna be like probably like too much to like explain what happened. So like, this is your warning. But like, I bent it, right? Like, it's not an uncommon thing to like step on your, like, the side of your foot, right? And it hurt a bunch. So I did that. It made a really loud snap. I thought I broke it. I could move my toes so I could tell I did it, but very scary, very painful. I like limped back into the house, and that was not fun. And then, that's basically how much that hurt. And then I was like, oh. I wasn't like that. That's that's not really what the sound I made. But like, I was groaning, a lot of sad pain. Could bend my toes. I had to walk around the house because I've never used like a crutch. I like limped around the house, like on all fours, like I was a rugrat. Up the stairs, like down the stairs, like all of this stuff, like just things taking longer than they should. I guess I just get a lot of like HP, I guess. Long story short, it just like hurt a bunch, you know. Like, things are complicated, and then, like, I have this really bad cough that's, like, it's just started, so it had, like, the worst of it hasn't happened yet. So I'm sitting there in my bed, like, agonizing foot pain. And I'm coughing. And, when I'm coughing a bunch, like, because of all these, like, fast jolts that I've been doing, because, like, this is, like, the worst of the cold so far, or like the whatever you call it, a respiratory issue. I have a headache, so I'm just sitting there in bed, just like miserable. Not the worst I've ever had in my life. That's like unfortunate. Let's just do this, but certainly like up there. I don't think Cursed Eye is doing anything. So then I'm like, okay, well, I mean, hopefully this, like, I had, like, I had to, like, not go to work for a while because I can't stand on my, like, feet, obviously, to do my job. So that, I like, I've never had to, like, be like, hey, hey, I need to, like, not be at work for a little bit, please don't fire me. I've never had to apply for, like, leave of absence or anything like that. Or, like, whatever one it is that you, don't get paid while you're at work. Because if this happened at work, like, you know, I'd be compensated, which would have been, like, epic. Like, truly epic. But, it was an at-home injury, so, at-home things happened. So I'm like, okay, well, at least, like, if this cold, like, finishes up, because I'm like, I'm out of work for 2 months. That's... maybe I can, maybe I could do some funny things. Like, record some videos, so, like... apparently it's not gone. So I, like, returned to work. Or no, I'm dumb right now. Hold on. Water? Hydration achieved. Where was I at? I was gonna record videos because I was like, hey, if this cough goes away, I'll be able to do that, because, like, what else am I gonna be doing while I'm not at work? I'll just record this, and then Super Mario Wonder was coming out, it, like, came out already at the same time. Like, this is, like, honestly kind of terrible. But we're stuck with it for a little bit. Eventually I'll be free. So I recorded like 2 episodes of Mario Wonder. The recording had me coughing in it constantly, the audio was bad, I'm using a new device to capture the Switch in general, so like the audio was too loud or something, and all of this, I'm like, okay, I just kind of have to scrap these, because these aren't really usable. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can't record anything, so I'll just wait until I record it. So, like, I tried to, like, do that again. I didn't try doing it with an Isaac recording, so we don't have any lost Isaac recordings yet. Unless I didn't hit play on that one. Like, okay, I did. But, certainly lost some indie game and also some Mario. Which, it is what it is. It's just nice to be able to play this game again. Because trust me, I was playing, because on the online, Isaac Online came out, and it's actually out again, so, that's why I'm even able to use the save file right now. Because, I guess I updated the game before the save file, like, properly, or, like, after that, like, I updated this, so, like, it converted my save file, and I can't use it on the non-online version of the game. So I'm, like, just kind of stuck. Definitely was playing some Isaac, in the meantime. On my other save files, which, a weird bug of this, this update is, your other save files have all your characters on the alt path are your tinted characters, tainted rock characters. If you beat them before, I guess, some update, like they just don't have delirium marked, so every character on the other save files just like are like, hey, you beat everything but delirium. But even though it says I still have all the, it's just some weird thing with the completion marks. So I was like, you know what, I could just like not have fun. I'm gonna take that. I think that's a good idea. I could have no fun with that by fighting delirium on a lot of the characters I hate. And I decided to do that. Like, why don't I just do that on like most of the delirium character like fights that I actually like want to play those characters? So I like just out of boredom, I just like played a lot of them. Played a lot of online. And by a lot of online, I mean like 5 or 6 runs. Not a whole lot. You know, I was sick. So not really wanting to do that. I'm trying to work on other projects because that's the other thing I was doing while I was sick. Because I was like, well, I can't really record. Might as well get some videos and stuff like that done. It's a lot of Mr. Bomb guys. So basically I just did a bunch of art stuff. Personal, a lot of it's just like personal stupid little... I've shown them occasionally. Are they good? In my opinion, yes. Because they achieved the thing I want them to do. And every time I send them to somebody, they seem to be happy with the result. Of just some stupid little funny face that's meant to be funny. And then the other ones were a couple thumbnails. That's basically it. But yeah, it was mostly the goobers that I did a bunch of. I have a ton of those done now, like a stupid amount. If I remember to show one on screen right here. 11 minutes in. You'll see the stink volley one. You know, the guy that's on the front of my profile. That's him. He's pretty epic. Look at how silly he is. I just drew like a bunch of characters I either like or like artists that I've commissioned to do like silly art of my silly characters. I usually do that as a gift, like just like, hey, thank you. Here's something dumb for you. So Cursed Eye is actually not doing anything, which is honestly a good thing that it wasn't. I gulped my trinket, which I'm okay with because now I can pick up another one. And then the other project I've been working on for about a year is I've been showing it off now. I still need some stuff I should work out with it. The mod where you can play as Stink Volley in my favorite game, The Binding of Isaac. Where I'm replacing every single sprite with a volleys. Which is pretty epic. Probably shouldn't use this in this room. But that about sums up what I've been doing. Like, that's really just it. I got hurt, so I'm like, you know what? Can't record, just do some art. It's been a thing. It's been a whole hassle. But I'm just glad to be back. I was very worried about my Isaac save file for a little bit, because that was not fun. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Now we're gonna go back for our item room. We do need to do boss rush. Cause like, hey, like the holidays happened and then the beta went down for a little bit. I was like, okay, well, I'll just like change my save file. Yeah, that's definitely worth going over. I thought my save file was like fucked. Cause again, I updated, and I guess I updated first, then backed up my files, so then my files were now like not reversible. So that was like scary, because then all of my stuff's gone, and I'm like, man, it would be a real shame if 200 episodes of Isaac is now like null and void. And then the ultimate thing I would have done if that case would have, I would just like fold completion save file, and then we would just have to move on. but that's like not the worst thing. Capricorn is like obviously the best thing right now, right? But luckily, not the thing that happened. So we're sitting pretty. We get to actually play the game again, and that's really all I want to do. Should go back to the topic of the Isaac mod I've been working on. So there's some things I don't know how to do. Like the only thing I really know how to do in this game is like resprite things and maybe change like some like data. So that's part of the reason it's not being done right now. Is it's like I need to get with either like people that I'm gonna pay to just do this, or like ask around on the modding forums. I'm like, hey, I don't know how to like force a cosmetic item on specific like synergies. So I'm like, okay, well, if my character's head turns into a skull, his ears probably shouldn't show up, and his ears are a separate thing from his head, because it's just easier. He's also got big ass clown ears, which I kind of want to redo the sprite for. So I gotta be like, okay, so if I have like Death's Touch, like, don't show ears, and if I have like a body color red, change them to the other color correctly. So that's been a thing I need to work out. Have been sitting on it for a minute. Buy that, why not? That's really like one of the main things I need. And then another thing I want to do is I want to try to get like his little tail, his little silly tail, because he's a little birdie volley. Okay, that's really bad of me to have been hit there. But yeah, I don't know how to like do that. Cause so what I need is just like a file that tells the game like, hey, if you are red, your ears are red now, and if you are if you have like goat head, maybe you shouldn't have funny ears. And make that configurable, just like with item IDs, because that would be the easiest way for me, because I could just take item IDs and item ID 123 comma, and then I'd be able to have the game be like, okay, well, you probably shouldn't have ears now if you're only a skull. And that's what I need to work out. And then I also need to work out yeah, like building the desire to do it again, because like it takes a long time, because I've messed up multiple times when doing the sprites, and like when you're doing sprites like this for a mod, you just kind of like copy paste, because all of these are like I resprited them entirely myself, just using like the blank sprite, like just the one where he just has no face, and I would just use that as like a reference point, and then I modify that to how I need the shape to be, and I still want to keep it round, so I don't have to do too much like changing of a lot of the other stuff. So he's got a big round silly head. So I gotta like work that out, and that's not been exactly the most efficient way to do this. And the other thing that's a problem is a lot of the new sprites are like super detailed, and they have like his face sticking up, and it's like, okay, I gotta translate to a guy with like a snoot. This is not like a beak, right? He doesn't have a beak. Open sesame. We're trying to go do boss rush. I don't think we have the unboss rush on this file. Yeah, no. So we try to go do boss rush. That's what we need to do. It's crazy that I got a tier 4 item and I'm still like not fast enough. So we're gonna try to go fast. Okay, that'll be what we need. And then it's also okay. I don't care about the pill. I'm pretty sure that one is a pill we've already had, and I think it was like a health up pill. So we need to go faster. But yeah, that's really just all the art project stuff I've been working on. The other one was like videos. Like I got a lot of like clip dump videos I got to release, but I need to do thumbnails for them, or have commission them. I'm literally sitting on a Deep Rock video right now. I have the thumbnail, like, sketched. I need to just upload it. It's been up. It has been ready for like months. And part of the reason I haven't like uploaded that one is I'm like, okay, am I actually like proud of this video? Because like half of it's like laughing at like barrel physics in that game because like they're kind of goofy. And then I watched it back again like recently, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I should upload this. Like, this really should not take this long. Just like cross my fingers that this is something useless. Hopefully we can get to boss rush on time. Because no, I do not have any mods installed right now because they're online. This might be worth. This might not be worth it. Hey, give me more rooms like this. We're doing the. You're trying to get to boss rush, so like you need to bomb through like half these rooms. There you go. Okay, this should not be that bad. I'm just gonna do that. Ignore Angel Deal if it happens. Is what we have to do. Let's get that timer on screen so I can like panic. We can afford to take a couple hits. It's in focus mode right now, except we don't really gotta focus. It's really mom's like it's the mom fight, which isn't usually too bad. I doubt I'm gonna get an Angel Deal. Yeah, that's my projects. So instead of talking about those, let's look at this game I haven't played in a bit. G4 is like funny. I want to do it. Oh, but it's like weird with this character, right? I don't think I need 2 charges anymore, right? I'm gonna do this. I know like comedy is usually what I go for, but it's like with this character, like you're kind of limited. I would say Isaac, like Tainted Isaac's one of the only characters I don't like rerolling on. That being the other lost characters. So let's just talk about the game for a bit, because it's been a minute since I played it. I was really premature on that because I was trying to see if I could get a charge before that happened. It's gonna be nice to play like the game other than fighting Delirium, because that's the only thing I've been doing other than the online ones where we like. Online is fun, and I'm not gonna disagree that this is a good strategy to play this game, right? Especially because even me kind of going as fast as I can is still like 20 minutes. Especially because the beta was like new. So like you could enter a room and then immediately walk backwards into the same room. Like that was so annoying. I'm glad it's like been changed. But you get all these like these comedy moments where like we have to sit in every room to shoot every poop and fire, and it's like, do we really need to like get the extra like 8 coins that's gonna appear for like the sacrifice of us all standing still and watching the fire get extinguished? The answer is probably yes for early game, but it's like late game we don't need it. But then it's also like we're like 30 minutes in on like Depths 1, and I'm like, I just kind of coasting here. I guess you just gotta take some authority, you know? You gotta take some authority online. That being said, like, I was, just to test that my save file was, like, active, I just played, like, 1 game of online. And, it works, thankfully. But, yeah, I was like, okay, let me just start, like, 1 run. It was, like, a 2-person, game. It was like, okay, so, here's Eden. You know what would be funny if we both started as Eden? I got, Death Certificate as my starting item. And I didn't feel like going and finding anything else, like, super special, so I just kind of took Magic Mush in the first room, and I'm like, yeah, that's worth taking. And then he got Godhead later on, and it's just like, so we got our Super God tier 4 items with our, like, 10 damage each, like, super high damage. I had like 15 damage at the end. I don't know how much damage he had because I have co-op like stats or whatever turned off. Just less stuff on my screen. I don't need that. So it's been it's pretty fun. But I definitely play this game and at least try to go a little bit more fat. Like gambling machines in this game are really good. I just kind of try to like go fast early game just so I can get in the boss rush, or at the very least like not take 50 years doing anything in this game. I kind of don't want this. At the same time, do I? I don't know if this is even working, so I'm just gonna take this. It probably is. But with the lack of visuals, I'm gonna go ahead and just ignore that. I don't feel like doing Hush, because I don't feel like we're even fast enough to do Hush right now. We can do Hush on another run. So we're just gonna try to go a little bit faster. Like, what would I even want to do after Hush, for real? We're just really lacking, like, a Tears Up, is what we really need. In order to be able to, like, actually decide to do Hush to begin with. Can't go in there. I mean, I was gonna go in that bomb room, bomb that chest. I tried to walk up, kind of like backtracked, and then I hit myself, which is fine. I mean, we're healthy. We're not really strapped for health. So we're just gonna try to go. I see. I want to record a bunch of Isaac today, right? Because it's like, hey, it's been a big, refreshing thing. I'm like, I got stuff I gotta do after this. This one recording, some like human stuff that has to get done. So I should get that done. Hopefully, like, see, I was like, okay, well, I've got like an hour and a half to do this, right? So I'm gonna record. And then it took setup. Because I needed to make sure, like, hey, am I recording my audio right now? Is Isaac recording? Yes, it is. Just need to make sure that's happening. On top of some, like, just, like, general setup. We're into, like, actually, no, we're in the new year. December has ended. It's January 3rd. As of this recording. It'll probably go up January 4th. Actually, it might go up today, honestly. I've never seen that room. So it's cold, so I need that preparation. Like, you can't play this game with, like, cold hands, right? That's like the gamer thing, you can't do that. Speed down. So, hey, I'm trying to get all warmy. I'm a little warm. I got a blanket on here. I need, like, a Snuggie. Snuggies are, like, if you don't know what that is, that's like it's basically a blanket with sleeves. That's really just what it is. It is a blanket with sleeves, so you can like put your arms through it. Unfortunately, I got hit there. And they're like an infomercial item, like so like, you know, infamous like infomercial items are like really bad. The Snuggie is like the exception. That almost hit me. Damn. We don't need that angel deal anyway. Because it's, like, actually useful. Like, if you're reading a book, or if you're, like, an epic gamer. And basically, if you're doing a sit-down activity that requires you to be, cozy. Does this, like, hurt me multiple times? No. So we're not gonna do that. In fact, I want to blow up all these rocks, because that sounds like fun. I didn't get anything. We don't care. We're not going for speed. Any stats? Yeah, the Snuggie is just like good. You can just be warm, and you can not have the. I mean, it's literally how they market it. It's like, hey, it's a blanket. You don't get caught in it all the time, and it's just like, I mean, it's literally like a piece of clothes. Of course. But it's like, that's like genius design. Like, how did it take like the Snuggie, like, to be the first one to do it? I guess like a bathrobe can do the same thing, basically. I have a bathrobe, which I've never used. I've had it for like a year. So I might just like repurpose that as a Snuggie and just use that. That's their first tiers up. I'm sorry, Seraphim. Actually, we don't really need these speed up, right? See, speed up, size down. Get this out of here. That's still really slow. Maybe I just like get rid of triple shot, right? See how fast that tier rate is? I think I just prefer that. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. I don't think we make it to Hush. Which will be unfortunate. Yeah, I should get a Snuggie. That's basically what that's what I'm selling you. I was gonna like try to like kill multiple of them with that, and then I'm like, wait, you're like that kind of champion? Just like kill the ones that are a threat. And let's just talk about our Isaac run. Like, how's this run gone? It's gone pretty well. Beat boss rush. I do want that at least to try to protect this angel deal if we can. Eventually, I'll be able to break that. I know I could just like go down and like fix that, but it's whatever. And other than that, we haven't had too many like stats that are super like notable. We're not playing on the Isaac character that like has a limited amount of like items that he can equip. Which I'll say it again, he's if you watch my tier list video on this, he's a really good testament to just how little you really need to beat a run. That you're actively like switching between like, well, this will probably be useful, this won't. Because there are a lot of items you just kind of pick up because it's like, hey, well, I mean, it's there. Unfortunate. I didn't see the other one, so I lost my angel deal. Which is fine, I guess. We want to try to kill this guy in 15 seconds, which isn't going to happen, which is unfortunate. Maybe if we put some bombs in there, we can do it. That was like the smartest decision to ever do. I'm going to try for the Hush fight. I guess I'm like on my A game still a little bit. Okay, Leech is like really good. Dr. Epic Fetus is like stupid. Yeah. One of these cancels the other one out, I'm pretty sure, right? Like Epic Fetus cancels out like the other fetus item? Yeah, so in the name of Vayne, we're just gonna swap out Epic Fetus with that one. Magnetizing. I honestly, now I want to switch it back. We don't need the speed. We really don't. We have so much speed already. Yeah, swap the speed out for this. Why am I doing this? There's a good reason. This is gonna be stupid, is why I'm doing it. And we're like, oh my god. Okay, well I guess I need the speed again. I'll swap it out for the syringe for sure. So Hush is like beat. Depending on how many of these hearts we get, like this is gonna be like a joke. Do they not work? I'm gonna have to post this one in the forums. I got Super Magnet and I'm like, or Magneto, and I'm like, man, which one is this called? Strange Attractor. And the tiers are not being affected. I am very disappointed. I feel like these floating fetuses should in fact do that. But despite that, it is not happening, unfortunately. Unless it's moving. I don't know. It moves enemies. Never mind. It's working as intended. Let's just do this. Yeah, there we go. That will at least make this like a little funny watching these things move around. Not as like extreme as I thought it was gonna be, but it's something. It's not gonna be too useful. Maybe it'll be useful for some of the enemies that get dropped on the ground. Like these guys aren't affected by that. But the other spawns are probably get hit here. Yeah, that's not too big of a deal. We took the Polaroid, so we'll be going to the Polaroid. Chest. Hopefully I can beat this one in the next like 20 minutes. We should be good. But do I like swap out like Epic Fetus, right? Kind of like mad at Epic Fetus. And it's not that item's fault. It's totally the fault of Fighting Mother on like Keeper that I'm mad at that item still. Because that was a sham. That was an outright scam that I lost that run. Fucking hate that fight. I really just hate the Mother fight a lot. Like I don't mind these fights. This is like I'm gonna say like, oh yeah, I don't mind this fight. It's super easy. Oh, I mean it's not. It's a pretty challenging fight. While I have, you know, the item that makes like any bullet hell fight in the game a little bit easier, I'm surprised I was able to dodge that. But with the item I currently have, unfortunately got hit there. Not worried about like losing all of my health. It's like, look at this. Like we win this fight guaranteed. I don't know, I could like go like leave and do my laundry again. I feel like I referenced that a lot. And I think one or two people have watched that video because it's one of my really early runs. But I fought Hush. I had pause. I didn't know they like changed what pause does. I thought pause was like permanent. And I had laundry I needed to do that day. And it was in the dryer, and I was like, okay, so let me just like go do that real quick. So I like set like an enemy to like attack Hush, and then I hit pause, the pause button item, and then I just left and went and did that. And right when I came back, like before my door opens, you can hear it in the audio. I was dead. I had enough time to grab it and like come back up. But I thought it'd be a funny joke. And it was worth it. I forgot what character it was. It was Napoleon or something. It was funny. This is probably the dumbest loss I've ever done for myself. But we're here for dumb losses, right? So realistically, how much damage is this? No, I don't want it. I don't. Nope. We get it out of here. So we do the Isaac fight. There we go for there. But yeah, the three like really annoying bosses in this game. I think Hush is like number 3, with still being like at least kind of fair. I mean, there's some obviously dumb attacks like the pillars, like they're just dependent on whether or not you have a specific stat to be able to beat that. It'd be pretty annoying. And the change on how those purple tiers work, how they actually have some sort of desync with them, so you can actually end up getting hit. It's just like a bullet hell boss, you know. You gotta be a little good. Other than that, like that boss is okay. The other annoying thing is if he like does very long stalling, can be very annoying. But I don't think he's a bad boss. I don't even mind the damage like cap thing for him, his armor, because like that kind of just like helps make it a little more challenging. I think that's fine. If you could just walk in there with no damage armor and there's like 6,000 damage, kill him and like without any effort, that was a really embarrassingly bad Shadoop the Whoop on my end. Then he's fine. But other than that, yeah, epic boss. And then we have number 2. I feel like I changed these two But I feel like I really just gotta solidify it that I think I actually number 2 is Delirium. Like, I hate Delirium. Delirium is like designed to have you have a busted run and like use that to kill him. Which isn't entirely like skill, which is why okay, that's like really bad. We're gonna go ahead and go back. It's like the first time a Hematemesis has been in a long time has been like that threatening. Because I had like what 8 hearts. Hopefully I do this better. It's been a minute since I've like done these bomb skips. Delirium is just like annoying. He has all these really annoying bugs, and it's like shitty, but you just kind of have to deal with it. But then the real problem comes with Keeper. Like characters like Keeper, Lost have limited amounts of health. Just makes him not fun. I still don't think he's a fun boss, but like whatever. Number 1 is obviously Mother. I fucking hate that fight so much. Like, the fistula attack is just completely, like, unfun. Like, literally 0% fun. Also, it's very lucky. I'm glad I tried to look for it. The fistula attack, complete bullshit. Too small of an arena for that attack. You're guaranteed to get hit. That could be, like, cope. Or like skill issue. I'd be fine if it didn't shoot projectiles. Is basically what that is. But yeah, no, fuck that attack. And then I feel like a lot of her attacks are literally just like, well, maybe this will hit you, maybe it won't. Like, oh, hey, I'm gonna slam on the ground, and then I'm gonna put a bunch of tears everywhere. Oh, you were there. Or the really good one. Hey, I'm gonna, like, start, like, inhaling, and, a rock will spawn on top of you and hurt you. And you'll be like, okay, well, there goes my lost run. I'm not, like... I'm sorry, there's, like, something happening in my brain right now. How much tears up is this gonna give? I think that's... No, I can't do it. I think we just replace that. I guess I can't see my health. But, some of the attacks literally just, like, spawn projectiles on top of you, and there's, like, actually nothing you can do about it. That's infuriating. But another part that I hate, is the fact that you have to do the exact same thing, going through alt path, which is already pretty challenging. Like, alt path is hard. As I get better at alt path, I'm like, okay, like, alt path itself isn't too bad. The cost to get into, like, the rooms is, like, obnoxious. Okay, so it's like, okay, well, you need a key early, and it's like, sometimes you literally only get one key, and you can't really, afford to not have, that, that key, because, you need to get into your item room. And then you can't get into your item room if that's the case, like, because you only got the one key, unfortunate. And then you're like 2 bombs, and it's like, so you're like, for the first 3 floors, you're like, okay, well, I really need to scavenge some bombs. When bombs are like one of the highest utility items in the game, you're forced to use like 2 of them. And it's very common. It's not very common, but it's like, it's common to only get 2 bombs for that entire, like, 3 floors. It's even more common to, like, want to use 1 bomb, and if you've used 1 bomb, and now you can't actually access the mines, and so you literally just can't do alt path anymore, so you can't do the mother fight. So, like, the lack of a guarantee is what really annoys me. Because it's like, if you like Beast Fight, right? Beast Fight guarantees that there's going to be a skull with a cross, the X on it. So you're guaranteed, at least if you pay attention to where that's at, you're going to be able to go do that section. And on top of that, then you get the utility of always guaranteeing that you can TP at a boss rush, which it just gives you some reliability on your runs. It's really good. And it's like, okay, well, you've had that happen, and this is another thing that's happened to me like several times at this point, is it's like, hey, I'm playing Blue Baby. Okay, that's amazing. Actually, I want that. I'll take that. I will take that over. Nah, chemical peel can get out of here. It's very common for you to be like a character like Blue Baby, and then you've never found a single soul heart or HP up or anything like that that has increased your max health. You are now in the mausoleum section. You had to hurt yourself twice to get here. You are at 1 heart. Still never gonna give you health. It's happened a lot, especially in hard, because you know you get less HP drops in hard. You get like what 25% of your of the normal, which is pretty rough. So you're just like guaranteed to lose, because it's like you're on mausoleum now. I don't know how good your run is up to that point, because maybe you struggled, maybe you didn't, maybe like the game sucks sometimes, and you just lose because you just didn't get any HP drops for the entire run on the character that really needs it. But then hey, you had to hurt yourself twice, and then you have to go fight the hardest boss in the game. Just don't like it. I never fought, I think they call him Matriarch, in the... When Anti-Birth was, a mod. I never fought that boss. So I don't know how to gauge that. I know it was like a big bullet hell and like a giant room, like one of the 4 tile rooms. I've never really like seen that boss. So I don't know if there's like a mod that like reverts it to that old version of the fight. I feel like there has to be, right? But I've always wanted to at least like try to fight that. But then it's like I'm more familiar with how they do this now. It's like it's the familiarity. I'm not sure how you like access that when you play that version of the game. So I'm not sure like what I need to do to get knife pieces, because I'm pretty sure it's completely different. Like you bomb a thing on the ground and then you get a piece or something like that. I'm not sure. I know like the wiki tells you how to do it, but I don't know. And it's like, okay, so that familiarity with like how I've been doing it for how long, is like gone. So I'd be like, oh well, I just need to like get it from the Wimp mirror, and then I do this. I think that's the only one that's the same. So it's like the same familiarity with like, oh, if you play Flash Isaac and you're like, oh wow, is that Brimstone in the first Devil Deal? I have 1 HP with like 7 soul hearts. Let me get that, and it kills you. You're just used to how things work, so like when you gotta adjust, it's like, man, where are my projectiles? Where are my projectiles? Oh, yeah, that's why. Have I just not noticed that I'm not shooting like things when I try to shoot them this whole time, and these fights have just taken longer because of it? My bad. You know what? The tears up was worth it though. Oh, hey Bombino, what's up? I think I blast Bombino. Yeah, this run is about it. I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna just like talk like this is about to end, because it's like it's not like it's not about to end. It's glad to be back. Expect more Isaac. Expect a couple other Enya games. Expect some other stuff from me. Whoa. Fun run. got some completion marks done. It's been a minute since I've been able to like be happy about getting a bunch of completion marks done. I know there's like some this non-tainted characters we gotta start getting some of their stuff knocked out. I'll probably go back to them after this. But you know, I gotta do some real world human stuff after this run. I'm not sure I'm prepared for Keeper yet. I don't think I'm mentally recovered fully from that. But yeah, we'll continue some more Isaac. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. We unlocked nothing because it's a tainted character. Forgot about that. Usually I like make a sound at the end of these. So like I'm gonna go ahead and do that.